afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing out there on this lovely Tuesday afternoon here? It is beautiful in California. So one reason why we love this coast. So hope everybody's doing well after a long weekend. We're ready to get back on track here with some great information. Of course, we are constantly talking about how to get your business up and running, how to grow your business. And, we want to stay on this path because we want to make sure that everybody is on point. Everybody stay motivated so we can get this ball rolling, right? So today I want to talk about 3 steps that you must do to build your business. Now, we know starting this business is very challenging, very exciting, but there's a lot of things that you need to do and a lot of things that you must do. So I want to point out 3 major steps that you guys must do to build your business, all right? So we're going to jump right into this, Make some notes, hit like and share on this video. Let's get this ball rolling. Hi, Anya. Hello, Mom T. Hey, Rhonda. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for jumping on here. So you guys hit like and share, and let's jump right into this. 3 steps that you must take to build your business, right? Because you got this thing going now, so now you want to know what you have to do to get it going. So let's jump into the first one. First step is one that some people do, and sometimes they just don't because they have all of these other social media outlets. But you need to make sure that you launch a website. So first point today, guys, you want to launch a website. I know initially, before all the other social media avenues, launching a website was one of the first things that everyone does. You start a business and you got to have a website put up, and it was number one in most people's mind. But I know businesses now, because of all the social media outlets, everybody just jump onto a social media site and create a page, and this is what they're using. However, guys, a website, you need to have like a domain name, right? Then you have your email addresses with your domain name. And so what happened when you launch your website, it gives you more credibility. People are more comfortable that this is a credible business. So you want to launch a website. And nowadays, it's not as expensive to get a website done. Of course, back in the days, you have to have a lot of money to get a website built. Now, it's not that difficult or expensive to get a website. So the website brings more credibility. People look you up, right? How many times you're talking about a business, someone gave you a reference of some business or somebody you want to do business with, you go online and you Google it. So when you launch a website, you are on Google. They can find you much easier. Again, like I said, it brings you more credibility. It definitely brings you more business because now people trust you and they want to do business with you. It attracts new customers. Because now they find you in Google, you're attractive, people will read up about your business. You got to launch a website, guys. You can also display what your product or service is much easier by building your website. You can build different pages on the website. You can have different information on the website. You can have reviews on the website. You know what I mean? What people say about your business, all the stuff you can have on the website. It is definitely the way to still go, right, to grow your business, despite any other pages you have on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you have those pages. But you are launching a website again is still one of the number one ways to go in order to grow your business. I'm telling you, people will look you up. So oftentimes I have new clients that call in, and what do? They find me on Google because they Google the business, and there it is, and they go to the website and they see what product or services you have to offer, and this is how they do business with you because they read up about you, what you're about, how long you've been in business. The whole thing is there on your website. People now believe in you, and they make them want to do business with you, okay? So number one, guys, make sure that you launch a website. And again, you can start off with just a simple, 1 or 2 pager because I know these things can go on and on. However, just do something really simple, very inexpensive, and get a website launched, okay? So, hey, Rod, Elaine Smith, hi, how are you? Hey, Lerner Smith, thank you for the hearts. Thanks for jumping in here. Yes, yes, yes. We're talking about 3 steps that you must take to build your business, guys. The first one was launch a website. Step number 2. And there's so many ways, right? There's so many things you need to do, but these right here, I think are super important points. Number 2, you want to establish key vendors and partners, right? So what happened here is you're in business to serve the public, right? To give them some type of product or some type of service. But then this information, if it's in a product business, comes from someplace else. So in order for your business to grow and be more successful, you want to establish relationship with vendors, right? With contractors. So if you're selling a product, for instance, you want to know your sourcing, get great sourcing so that if I order a dress from you, you know exactly where you're going to get that dress. You have great sourcing. You have a vendor that's going to be on point, that's going to get you that product so you can service your customers, right? So you have to have great relationships with people that's providing you with the supplies, right? People that's providing you with any of the product that you're selling. You have to have a good relationship, good sourcing, and then you have to make sure that there's dependable and reliable, right? So in addition to that, it's a two-way street. For you to build a relationship with your vendors, you must make sure that you pay the people on time. If you pay the people that you get the supplies from on time, the relationship is great, right? The next point is you want to give them good lead time. If you've got to get a product from a vendor, make sure you give them enough lead time. So if I came to you and I order something from you, and it's going to take, if you notice when you order something, they tell you it's going to take 6 weeks to get it. It's going to take 3 weeks to get it. If there is going to be that time frame, make sure, guys, that you give the vendor that's sourcing, where you're getting that information from. Make sure that they have enough time to bring you the product so you can give it to your customer so you're on time. This is good business practice. I don't want you to tell myself will be delivered in 2 weeks and then I'm waiting 4 weeks for it, because now you didn't give yourself enough lead time, and now the vendor is having to, build that product for you or make it or whatever it is. Sometimes if it's clothing, they design and make that stuff before they ship it out. So give yourself enough lead time, make it good business practice so the vendor have time to get you the product. You have enough time to get it to the customer. The customer is happy because your lead time is good. Your 2 weeks is on point, maybe a little bit earlier. Your 3 weeks is on point, whatever that time frame is. That's the way to build a good relationship, guys, with your suppliers, with your vendors. I know I keep pointing behind me, but it's coming from the vendors to you in some cases, and then to your customers. Okay? So establish great partnership with these guys, good relationship. Make sure you pay your bills on time. Because what it does too, it allows you to be able to call back and get information and get product from them, and you don't have any problems with them performing because they get paid when they deal with you, right? That is, if you pay your bills on time, you got good credit, good relationship. People love doing business with you because they know that you will pay. So it's a two-way street. So that's what you must do. And guys, very important, the number 2 point, establish great key relationship with vendors, contractors, and great partnership with folks that you're doing business with so that you can get your product and everything on time out to the vendors. If it's a service business, once again, make sure that you deliver. Make sure that you deliver, and therefore your customers, your client base is going to be happier. Okay, that's my second point today. Okay, we're talking about, hey, Karen, thanks for jumping on. Hey, Cognac Barcelona, thanks for jumping in. Good afternoon, Karen. We're talking about 3 steps that you must take to build your business. Again, there's so many of them, but we're going to stick to these 3 because they're absolutely important. And this last one, I love this, and we have to talk about this every single time. Hey, Margie, thanks for jumping in here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's get our 3rd step to ensure that we must take to build our business. And this is ensure that your cash flow remains positive. Guys, your cash flow, very important. That's the money that comes in and the money that goes out. And you need to make sure that more money is coming in that's going out, right? This is maintaining a healthy cash flow. How do you do this? 1, you have to do your accounting. You have to stay on top of your accounting. You have to know what comes in. You have to know what goes out. You have to know when it's coming in and when it's going out. If you're not doing proper accounting, you don't keep proper accounting records, you won't have any idea what this is, right? So you must be able to do this. Take care of your accounting. Make sure the numbers are right. Make sure you know what's going out so that you know how to pay your vendors in time. You won't have enough cash flow to take care of any of your financial affairs if you're not on top of it, right? So you have to ensure that your cash flow is right. Once again, very important. I always preach this. If you do not have proper accounting records, it's like driving in the dark. You don't know what's going on, what you're making, what is coming in. You don't know any of the stuff, right? And then by you doing your accounting, by you knowing what's coming in, what's going out, this is how you know what your bottom line is. This is whether or not you know if your business is making any money, right? Whether you're making any money, whether you're in positive or whether you're in a negative. Cash flow kills a business that could be very successful very, very, very fast if you're not on top of it, okay? So it doesn't mean that the business couldn't work. right? It doesn't mean the business could not work. Okay, poor management and poor cash flow balance will kill a business. Even a very, very, very good business that could be very successful. All right, so let's not do that. All right, we got to stay on top of our cash flow. So those are my 3 points today, guys. Again, there's so many steps, but I wanted to point these 3 out because they're so important. If you do these 3, you will be fine. You'll be fine. You don't have to worry about the other 50 steps that we know about. Right? So let me recap for you guys. 3 steps you must take to build your business. Hi, Risha Utah Smith. You are so right. Thank you for always for your information. Good. All right, so let me cover 3 steps that you must take to build your business, guys. This is what we're doing here today. First one, launch a website. It might seem like that was the first thing we used to do when we started a business. Now we have I have a Facebook page and you can find me on IG and all this stuff. But no, people love a website. It shows credibility. They can trust you. They think you're a viable business. You are able to display all of your product, your services, what the business is about. You can have all that stuff on your website. People love to be able to look that up. You yourself, when someone tell you about a company, the first thing you will do is Google them. So if you have a website, you will be able to be found in Google. All that stuff is going to be important if you're trying to build your business. This is serious. You want to make sure that you do this, right? People can find you. You can put reviews on your website. You can have all this information that, you can get new customers this way because when they look things up, it looks great. They do business with you. It works. Number 2, guys, establish key vendor and partners relationships. Very important because especially if you have a product-based business, you have to be able to have a relationship where you get your source from. How are you going to get your product to sell to the public? People come in and they place all these orders and you have all these orders there and you can't fill these orders, you will kill the business. So you have to have a great relationship with your vendor. Make sure the next one have great lead time. If something is going to take 2 weeks, make sure the vendors know, give them a lead time of 3 weeks so they can get it to you on time, so you can get it to your customers on time. Because that's the worst thing when I order something and it's going to come in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then, of course, that turned into 4 weeks. And the next thing is sometimes when you order the stuff, right, you have a deadline that you got to have it. You know what I mean? So if I'm going to order a dress that I need for tomorrow or for next week, I am going to be upset if that thing doesn't come on time. So, hey, I will never buy from you again, right? You don't want that to happen to you. So make sure that your lead time is great and you have great relationship with your vendors so you know when they're going to get it to you, you can get it to them and pay your bills on time. All right. Number 3, ensure your cash flow remains positive. You have to do proper accounting. You know what comes in, what goes out. Cash flow is the money in and the money out, right? So you have to have more in than what goes out. And the only way for you to stay on top of that, do your cash flow, know how your cash flow is looking, how your income and your expenses, how you're going to meet your financial obligation. So you don't wind up in problems because cash flow will kill a business that can otherwise be very, very, very successful. And it ain't what the business that you're doing that makes it unsuccessful. It's how you manage your cash flow. And if you're not on top of it, it will kill your business, guys. Okay. And then some other business that's doing exactly what you're doing, they're making it because they're on top of the cash flow. Okay. So we can't forget that. So then brings me back to the course that we're having. And I think it's out at the end of this month. The course will teach you how to get your business started if you haven't already started, how to get it up and running. We'll talk about financial cash flow. We'll talk about cash flow projection. We'll talk about how to read the bottom line. We'll talk about all this stuff, how to do a business plan, how to make sure that you have all this stuff documented so you can understand it. If you don't know these points, guys, you're not going to be successful. You have to build a good foundation in order to build up. Right? If you build a house and there's no foundation, it's going to tumble and fall. So you got to have a great foundation and how to set up the business. You know what I mean? How to do your business plan, how to do your cash flow again, what we just talked about, how in order for you to be able to read this stuff, to know that you're on point, to stay on top of it. You cannot grow. You can't even operate the business if you don't set up properly. So let alone have any growth. Okay, so that's not what we're going to do. So look at my website at www.elainesdesk.com for information on the course coming up this month. You guys make sure that you get on there and sign up. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be, it's going to be live, but it's going to be interactive. So you'll be able to be in the room and ask questions and we can have a wonderful time with that, right? And I'm excited. I'm so excited to do this. So elainesdesk.com, go there for information on the course. Any other type of consultation you guys may need, you can find it at Proby's Tax and Accounting. Give us a call there, 323 290-9034, or visit our website at probystocks.com. We have a 15-minute free consultation. You guys can go on the calendar there, can make yourself an appointment, and anything else, you can just give the office a call if you have any, any problems with that. Okay, we'll be happy to help you out. This is what we're doing. Again, after 35 years of doing business and helping other people get their business started and become very successful, I'm sure I can teach you guys a thing or two. I'm very excited to do this. All right. So with that said, I think we're good. Margie says very important points. Thanks, Elaine. And yep. Thank you so much, all you guys, for jumping on here. Hit like and share on this video. Stay tuned for Thursday. We'll be back with some more information. Thursday, she said, very important points. Thanks. Okay, yes. Appreciate you guys. And I know you guys are using this because I get a lot of great feedback all the time. So this makes me very excited. Okay, so we'll be back here on Thursday with more information. Cognac said, thank you so much. Thank you for jumping on. LeBron says, hi, sis. All right. Okay, good. Sounds beautiful, guys. So come back on Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. for some more great information that we'll talk about. I'm sure we're going to be talking more about the mindset in terms of getting the business going and being successful. Hey, there's enough money out there for everybody. So with that said, always important. And with that said, guys, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. And you guys, I want you all to take care of each other and take care of yourself. Thanks. Bye-bye.